Hey guys, welcome back to the news desk. That's right, you can probably tell by now by hearing it in my throat, I've got a sore throat. I've been sick the last few days, and that's why there hasn't been a whole lot of output going on at the website. Some of you are wondering what happened to It Figures, where some of the other news desks, well, they're all stuck in here somewhere. Hopefully I'll be fine in the next couple days. We've got an episode of EG Losers, episode of Comaholics that we're going to try to get together, so I'm nursing my voice back. And yes, this actually sounds better than it did 2 days ago. So think about how bad it must have been. But everything else going on this week, I decided to go ahead and do a news desk update because there are a few things to talk about. And first up is our Marauders. Wave 2 of the comic is now available, although some of the foreign languages are still being translated, but you can stop by popculturenetwork.com, check it out, and we will update those other foreign language translations when they become available. Also, G.I. Joe convention this year, the official convention, they have announced a teaser of what their exclusive figure is going to be, so you can take a look at this image here. Does that get you excited? Probably the wrong question to ask, but the last piece of news, this is the big one, this is the one everybody's going on about, is the continuing saga of the BotControversy. See what I did there? BotControversy? BotControversy. I'm clever, because I'm smart. You know how it is. Alright, folks, here's the deal. Everybody remembers a few weeks ago, BotCon announced that you could not sell third-party toys at the convention. And what are third-party toys? Well, third-party toys are basically when other companies decide that they are going to make their own versions of the Transformers. In layman's terms, we would usually call these bootlegs. Although, 9 times out of 10, these are fantastic-looking toys. They hold up well, and they look great, super expensive collector's pieces, and fans just love buying them. Why do they love buying them? Well, usually they are G1 Transformers. They're the characters you can't buy in the stores right now. You get Optimus Prime the way he's meant to look in the snub-nosed cab. You can get Starscream as the original jet. You can get Megatron as a gun, back when he was cool. All of that kind of stuff. The problem is that, of course, these are unlicensed. People don't have the rights to make these. They're just making them, mass-producing them, selling them at a huge markup, and raking in the dough. And Hasbro said, you're not doing that on our time. Now, 2 things here. Let's be fair. This is Hasbro's show. They can say you can sell or not sell whatever they want because, I mean, you know, it's their thing. The people who are behind BotCon have teamed up with Hasbro and just said, yep, let's do it this way because that's what Hasbro wants. You don't like it? Don't go to the show. Don't buy a ticket. I mean, it's as simple as that. The marketplace corrects itself. That's a beautiful thing about capitalism. However, when it came to the fan art, Hasbro had released a statement saying that you cannot sell your own artwork based off the Transformers in the Artist Alley unless it's officially licensed work. If you were licensed by Hasbro to create it, then of course you can sell your own deviations of that artwork. But original artwork from artists could not be sold at the show. Well, again, it's their show. They can do whatever they want. They can say sell it or don't sell it. You can buy a ticket, you cannot buy a ticket. But a lot of people were pretty upset with this because they said, what's the reasoning behind it? A third-party toy does infringe on the copyright because they are mass-producing them and selling them to compete with what Hasbro's actually putting out there. But as far as fan art goes, there's nothing stopping someone from creating their own original piece of artwork. So therefore, there shouldn't be any reason stopping them from selling them at the show other than the fact that Hasbro was just kind of being jerks about it. So Hasbro eventually seemed to figure this out and they backed off of it. Hasbro has now said that if you create original artwork of Transformers, you can sell it. They're going back to just the no third-party toys, which makes sense because this week IDW released How to Draw Transformers Prime. And it was $5, so I bought one. I kind of wanted to see some of the designs from the Prime show. And so anyway, now I can draw those and sell them if I was going to BotCon and if I was going to have a table in Artist Alley, but you know, I don't and I'm not, but if I did, I'd be able to sell those drawings that I made from buying the book. So, things right now are pretty much where they actually should be. I hear a lot of you out there complaining, saying that this sucks because I want a real Optimus Prime. I don't want this stupid, long-nosed cab version of Optimus Prime, and third-party companies should be able to make them. Well, on the one hand, I'll agree with you. I want G1 Transformers. I don't want movie-inspired crap anymore. The stuff based off the Transformers Prime, they look pretty nice for the most part. There are a few. I'll never buy an Optimus Prime with the long-nosed cab. Just never going to happen. But Having said all that, this is Hasbro's sandbox. They own the rights. They make the toys. They run the convention. So they can say, don't bring them. Now, if you're going to continue to make them on the third-party black market, bootleg, whatever, and sell them online, well, that's up to you. And whether or not they come and shut you down is going to be something you're going to have to face in the future. But for regular, ordinary fans, I agree. I would love to see the G1 Transformers come back onto retail shelves, but that doesn't mean that you can just go out there and break the law getting your own toys. Now, having said all of that, I'd like to make a shout out to you third-party toy makers. How about this idea? Stop making Hasbro's characters. I know, crazy, right? But what if you were to actually use some of that creative energy to make original characters that have never been Transformers? Make your own Morphobots or whatever you want to call them. How about the friendly robotic librarian that's an e-reader that transforms? Why not? Why not? I kind of miss when they used to take everyday objects and make them transform into robots. That was pretty nice. I liked Soundwave as a cassette player. I liked, the microscope guy. I liked having those random objects. Now, I know the original Transformers line was made from two different lines from Japan, one of vehicles and one of everyday objects, and they mixed them together when they brought them over here. I get that. But I'd like to see more of those everyday objects come back. We got a little of that from the original movie line. They had like a little Game Boy looking thing, and they had like a keychain, and I don't know, something else. Just some weird stuff. But how about more of that stuff? Make your own sculpts. Make your own designs. Create your own characters, because a robot that transforms into an everyday object is not something they can copyright, but they can copyright their original characters. So stop ripping them off and start making your own. And let's see how it goes from there, because I think some of you guys are really smart. You're really creative. You're really good at sculpting these toys and making them work, but you just keep going back into Hasbro's sandbox. Make your own, and let's see how good they can be. And maybe we could have some sort of competition. See if you guys in the third party can make stuff that's just as creative and wonderful as Hasbro, huh? Maybe you could even come up with some ideas that are better, and stop doing all the cars and the airplanes and the tanks. Let's see some new stuff. Get cracking. Chip, chop, chip. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes in life you want a podcast that's uplifting, something that's intelligent, highbrow, learned, educated even, thrilling, moving. Sometimes, though, you just want our show because you're drunk and you got nothing else to do. That's why we are the Comaholics. Watch us every so randomly because we don't have a set schedule. Just here on INeedComics.com, part of the Pop Culture Network.
Where we get drunk for you.